In this video, we will learn about the dictation and transcription modules within Practice Manager. The first thing we will cover is the dictation module. Dictations can either be dictated directly into Practice Manager, or you can import dictations from external dictation devices. If you wish to dictate directly into Practice Manager, you need to make sure that your laptop or PC has a microphone connected to be able to record the dictation directly into the Practice Manager system. To dictate a letter, you can do this from several different screens in Practice Manager. You can go to the Patient menu, then Correspondence, and then Dictate Letter. You can also go to the Patient menu, Patient Details, select your patient in the normal way, and then go to Correspondence and Dictate Letter. Or if I click Cancel, we can also go to the List menu, then Clinic List, select our patient on our clinic list, and if we right click on the patient's name, we can then go down to Dictate Letter. Okay, if I click OK, I'm going to go through the Patient menu, then Patient Details. I'm now going to search for my patient. For further information on searching for a patient, please refer to Helix Anytime on how to do this. I'm just going to select my patient now. Once I have my patient selected, we'll then go to the Correspondence tab, and then we'll click on Dictate Letter. Okay, now the Practice Manager dictation screen has come up. The patient will already be pre-selected for you. If you're on a group system, you can select who the author is. If you want to put any comments with the dictation, you can type these in here. I can then select the transcription method, so I'm going to leave that as secretary. Then I'm going to tell the system, when it comes to be transcribed, what letter layout I'd like it to use. So for this one, I'm going to select patient letter. The first recording screen is where I can record any instructions for the transcriptionist ready for when they need to type it. These can be instructions that you want them to be by simply clicking the record button. Once you've given the instructions, just click the stop option and that will have recorded them for you. The second recording option is for the main body of the letter. Again, simply click the record option and dictate your letter as you wish it to be typed. Once done, just click the stop option. So I'm just going to just put a few little words in here for us now. And I'm just going to record my body of the letter. Okay. Now we've recorded something, you'll notice the OK option is now enabled. If I now click OK, it will now ask me if the dictation is complete. If it is, I'll simply click yes. If you wish to place it on hold and return back to the dictation at a later date, we can simply click no, and that will hold it in the complete on hold dictation menu. So I'm just going to click no just to show you that option. To access our dictation that we put on hold, I'm just going to click OK out of the patient menu. I'm then going to go to Patient, Correspondence, and then Complete and On Hold Dictation. So I'm just going to click that now. As you can see, there's our dictation that we've left on hold and we are now ready to complete. So I'm just going to click Complete Dictation. This will then return us back to the dictation screen to carry on recording for this dictation. So I'm just going to add a bit more in here. I'm just going to click Stop and click OK. Now I'm sure that I've definitely completed this dictation, I'm going to click Yes. Okay, that's now completed the dictation, so we just click OK out of this screen. If you use a handheld dictation device which isn't plugged into the PC, you can now plug this device into the PC and import these dictations into Practice Manager. To import a dictation, you need to go to the Patient menu, then Correspondence, and Import Dictation. We click on this. We then need to tell the system where we want to load the dictation from. So we need to click on the little folder icon. I know I have a dictation saved on my desktop, so I'm just going to access that now. And then I'm going to click OK. As you can see, this is the dictation I now want to import. I just need to make sure it's ticked on the left hand side. It'll also give me a quick preview of when the dictation was created and the file name. Once I'm happy I want this, I just then click Import. That will import the dictation into Practice Manager. It will ask you to assign it against a patient, so I'm just going to select my patient in the normal way. If you want to listen to the dictation, you can also do this here if you're not sure who the dictation is for at this point. Then you can then select your patient after that. The date and time will be the time and date of the file. If you want to overwrite this, you can do. We would then select the type of letter we want to be typed up. So in this case, I'm going to use patient letter. The comments will be the name of the file name that's been imported. However, we can highlight this and delete this and put in there what we want. We then select our transcription method. If we want to delete the original file that we have on our desktop after the import, if we tick this here, it will delete that file, but it will also save the file into Practice Manager. Also, if we want to mark the dictation as urgent, we can tick this now at this point. So I'm going to click OK. That's now imported our dictation into Practice Manager. We can also drag and drop dictation files directly into Practice Manager. All we need to do is locate our file, then left click on it and hold the left click down on the file. Then with your mouse, drag it onto the front screen of Practice Manager. As soon as you see the plus icon next to the mouse, just release. That will then convert the video for you, and again it will ask you to assign it against a patient. Again, you can listen to it and import it in the normal way. I'm just going to click OK again. That's now imported our dictation into Practice Manager. Now we have imported our dictations into Practice Manager, we now need to be able to transcribe the letters. Practice Manager works with two types of foot pedals, either Philips or Olympus. You can simply plug them into the PC and Practice Manager should pick up automatically the device you have plugged in. If it doesn't, please contact our help desk who will help configure this for you. To transcribe letters and notes, all we need to do is go to the Patient menu, then Correspondence, and then select on Transcribe Letters and Notes. As you can see, we now have a dictation that is awaiting transcription. All we need to do is select on the dictation and then click Transcribe. This will then open up Microsoft Word with the letter layout we asked it to bring up. It will also bring up the dictation alongside it. If you use foot pedals, at this point this is where you can start using them. You don't need to click on the DGL transcriber to start and stop the dictation. Your foot pedals will do this all for you. You then simply start editing the letter as per the dictation. Once you are happy, we need to then save our letter in the normal way. If you need further information on how to edit or save a letter, please refer to Helix anytime on how to do this. Okay, I'm just going to save my letter. So as you can see, this now changes it to transcribed and it's now saved a letter into the patient's previous letter screen. Once you have transcribed the dictation, you then need to remove it from the list. This won't actually delete the letter, it just removes the dictation from Practice Manager. So select on the dictation, then click Remove from List, and then just click Yes. If we then click OK to come out of this screen, then if we go to Patient, Correspondence, Previous Letter, select our patient in the normal way, and as you can see, there's our GP letter that we transcribed as per the dictation. If I now click OK, if you were halfway through transcribing a letter and you need to return back to it, all you need to do is go to the Patient menu, Correspondence, Transcribe Letters and Notes, select the dictation you are halfway through transcribing, and then just click Transcribe. That will then open up the edited letter up to the point you got to, and it will bring up the dictation ready for you to start typing on. We also have an option for a transcription bureau service within Practice Manager. For further information on this, please contact our sales team for further information. This now concludes our video on the dictation and transcription modules within Practice Manager.